welcome to Talking Trash. Sandy Gunderson here and Mr. Steve Skoog, the Land Use Director, and we're going to continue our discussion on the history of solid waste. So Steve, we left off in kind of the mid-90s to the late 90s. What's next in solid waste?
Well, here in Becker County, we've had quite a number of changes since that time frame. Mm-hmm. And going back to the year 2000, around that time frame, we had to update our solid waste management, our ordinances. Then we also started collecting source-separated electronic waste. So the electronic waste were banned from the waste stream by the state, so the county had to figure out how we're going to collect them, and then we ship them off to be recycled. That was back in 2007. And then 2009, we started becoming a collection facility for ag pesticides and herbicides. We do that along with the state of Minnesota, or in partnership with them. 2010, we started to expand where we could collect waste in the county. We purchased a facility out at Osage, so now we have a satellite facility out there where we collect solid waste. We offer most of the same services that we do at our main solid waste campus. 2011, Becker County was starting to look for alternative ways of getting rid of our waste other than just landfilling it. So we joined together with Otter Tail, Todd, and Wadena counties, and later on with Clay County, we formed a joint powers board, and we purchased the incinerator, the mass waste incinerator in Perham, with the idea that we're going to expand it. We're going to put on some equipment to pull out recyclable commodities out of the waste stream, and then we'd have two incinerators there rather than one. And with that, we'd try to increase the amount of waste going through that facility. What's important about that is that it reduces the long-term hazard properties that are in the waste stream, and plus it creates a commodity that we can sell. And when you burn garbage, we generate steam, which is then sold to local businesses. Basically, Tuffy's dog food and Bongards cheese. Bongards use it to make most of their cheese. Mm-hmm. And so right now, Becker County has about 22% of that capacity in that facility. So we ship about half of our waste stream that we collect in the county goes to Perham.
That's what I was going to ask you. People ask how much goes to Perham and how much goes to Fargo.
Also in 2010 and into 2011, we redid our whole recycling program. All our rural sheds, we did away with those, and we put dumpsters out there. We bought a front loader truck, and we started collecting recyclables with the idea that it would allow people to put more capacity out there, and it would allow people to commingle more materials, making recycling easier. Mm-hmm. And as a result, we saw the amount of commodities being pulled from the waste stream for recycling increase dramatically. Back when we first started, we were collecting about 1,000 tons a year, maybe a little less. As of today, we're doing probably 3,500 tons of different commodities, which will probably push closer to 4,000 by the end of the year. We also, initially we were shipping out those commodities, sending them down to the Twin Cities to be sorted. Then we got into sorting recyclables here in Becker County. We developed a program using Sentence to Serve and some of our own staff. We bought a baler. We started sorting and marketing commodities that were pulled from this waste stream, or this recyclable stream. And then in 2016, well, but before that even, 2014, we got a grant to build a new solid waste transfer station, and we got some funding to build our recycling facility, which was built in 2017.
So there's been a lot going on in solid waste in the year 2000s and forward. And so what else has changed? I mean, you said our volumes have gone from 1,000 and had held steady, and then has increased hopefully this year to 4,000 tons. How has it changed this single stream, and maybe explain what single stream is versus the source separated?
That's a great question, because we work with this all the time. We use these different acronyms, but basically single stream or commingled materials are when we allow residents that are using our drop sites to commingle products so that they're easier for people to handle. They can commingle everything into one container, and then we'll collect it and then sort it at our own facility.
Okay, and we'll explain more about that in the next show. Thanks so much.